The measure of a man is what he does with power. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Wisdom begins in wonder. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. The beginning is the most important part of the work. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. Necessity is the mother of invention. A house that has a library in it has a soul. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. He who learns must suffer. Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, and the amazement of the gods. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. Man is a being in search of meaning. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Time is the moving image of eternity. There is truth in wine and children. The soul takes nothing with her to the other world but her education and her culture. All men are by nature equal, made all of the same earth by one workman. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. The beginning is half of every action. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly. Wealth is not of the man who has it, but of the man who enjoys it. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. The wise man will want to be ever with him who is better than himself. Justice is the bond of men in states. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. The greatest mistake physicians make is that they attempt to cure the body without attempting to cure the mind. Ideas are the source of all things. Virtue is the health of the soul. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound. Nothing in the affairs of men is worthy of great anxiety. The first and best victory is to conquer self. All learning has an emotional base. Only the dead have seen the end of war. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous.